I want to give you guys a formula to lose weight. It's very simple when you know what you're doing. And I hardly ever see any videos stating how simple it is to do the math to lose the weight. What you need to know is that in order to lose 1 pound of body weight, body fat, you have to be in a 3,500 calorie deficit. So 1 pound of fat equals 3,500 calories. Okay? So if you break that 3,500 up, if let's say you wanted to lose 1 pound of weight in a week, that means you need to be getting rid of 3,500 calories in a week. So 3,500 calories divided by 7 days is 500 calories. So that means you would need to be in a 500 daily calorie deficit to lose 1 pound in a week. Okay? So let's talk about like a specific scenario. Let's say you want to lose 20 pounds, okay? Well, don't just say that you want to lose 20 pounds, like make it a specific goal so then we can get the numbers correct. So let's say you want to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, okay? That's a specific goal. That's a goal that you can take a look at the numbers and get there. So we're gonna go over a couple of examples. We're gonna go over how you're gonna lose 20 pounds in 3 months, how you're gonna lose 20 pounds in 6 months, and how you're gonna lose 20 pounds in 12 months. The journey of losing weight, you can make the journey shorter or longer. I will say that making the journey a longer journey is going to be easier on you. It's going to be psychologically easier on you. It's going to be physically easier on you because you're not going to be putting yourself in a huge calorie deficit to get to the goal weight. But even if your goal takes you a year to lose 20 pounds, the version of you that's 20 pounds lighter than the current version is a completely different person. So like, even just 1 year of your life, you can completely change the way you look, okay? But let's start with the 3-month version, okay? You want to lose 20 pounds in 3 months. This is how you do it. You need to get your starting calorie estimate of what you're currently eating in the day-to-day. So what I would suggest is getting an app or just tracking it manually, but tracking your calories for an entire week. Everything you eat, track it. So then at the end of that week, you know, hey, this calorie count, let's say it comes out to be 2,500 calories. So you're eating 2,500 calories every single day, roughly. And that is what's keeping you at your current weight, is those 2,500 calories. So right now you would like to lose right now you would want to lose 20 pounds and you're eating 2,500 calories every single day, right? So we know that the current weight that you're at, which is not where you want to be, the way that you're maintaining that is by eating 2,500 calories. So we have to change that 2,500 calories, all right? So we're gonna go back to these numbers that we talked about. So if you wanna lose 20 pounds in 3 months, this is how you get that number. You take 20 times 3,500. That is 70,000 calories that have to leave your body. However you want to do it, whether that's not eating as much or getting on a cardio machine, going for a run, something that's going to burn those calories off. But we know that 70,000 calories that's the deficit for 3 months, okay? So to break that down to day, you take that 70,000 calories and you divide that by how many days there are in 3 months. So there's 90 days in 3 months. So you take 70,000 divided by 90. That gives you 777. So in order to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, you have to be putting yourself in a 777 calorie deficit daily. If you've ever tried to lose weight or tried to put yourself in a deficit, you would know that putting yourself in a 777 calorie daily deficit, that's gonna feel like a lot. You can do it. It's gonna feel like a lot. You're probably gonna be hungry. It's going to be a really big challenge, but you can obviously put yourself in a deficit that big if you want. Now, let's see, what if you extended that time frame? Instead of saying I want to lose it in 3 months, let's say you want to lose it in 6 months. So you take those 77,000 those 70,000 calories, and now you divide that by 6 months. How many days there are in 6 months? That gives you a daily calorie deficit goal of 388 calories. Okay, so instead of forcing yourself to be in a 700 daily deficit, now you get to be in a 388 calorie deficit on the daily. Much more manageable. It'll take you obviously double the time, but you're still going to lose the 20 pounds. It'll just be in 6 months. Now, if you take it even further, and let's say, you know what, you want to take the long approach. You want to lose the weight in 12 months. You take 70,000 calories and you divide that by how many days there are in a year. That gives you 194. So every single day, you will put yourself in a 194 calorie deficit. So you've gone from, you want to lose the weight in 3 months, you got to be at a 777 calorie daily deficit, to now you're going to extend that time period to an entire year. You only have to be putting yourself in a 194 calorie deficit. That is so much easier than trying to lose it all within a shorter amount of time. So how do you put yourself in that deficit, right? You can put yourself in that deficit a couple of ways. You can do that by simply not eating those calories in your day. You can do that by doing exercise that will burn those calories, or you can do a combination of both. So let's look at, if you were to hop on a stationary exercise bike, if you wanted to, let's say you took the 3-month approach, right? In order to put yourself in a 770 calorie deficit by simply exercising those calories away, you would have to be on that bike for 60 to 100 minutes. That's how long it will take you to burn close to 700 something calories. If you did the 6-month approach to burn 388 calories on the daily, you would have to be on that bike for 30 minutes to 50 minutes, depending on, intensity. If you took the long approach to losing weight, the more manageable approach, the 194 calorie daily deficit, you only have to get on the bike or exercise or jog or do something that is going to burn calories for 15 to 25 minutes, you guys. So giving yourself a year and simply spending 15 to 25 minutes on a bike, on a jog, on a rowing machine, some sort of cardio, will change your life. You will lose 20 pounds in a year if you do this. So it's just about the simple math, knowing how many calories you have to burn to lose that pound. I will put these numbers in the description of the video so you can see them. Losing weight does not have to be this overwhelming journey. You can make it, you can really lose the weight in a short amount of time. It's just going to be much more drastic, overwhelming things you have to be doing on the daily to make that happen. But if you stretch it over a longer time, 6 months to a year, depending on how much weight you're wanting to lose, 1.5 to 2 years, it's much more manageable when you look at it over a longer period of time. You don't have to burn as many calories on the daily to get there, but you will still get there if you're consistent.